In the same dua, dua number 6 of Sahih as-Sajjadiyah, Imam in one of the segments, in verse number 7, verse number 6, he presents the functionality of a day. The way I said, night has been created for a specific purpose, or special purpose that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given, and that is to rest. The same manner, the day has also been created for some goals and purposes. He says, وَخَلَقَ لَهُمُ النَّهَارَ مُبْصِرًا لِيَبْتَغُوا فِيهِ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ وَلِيَتَسَبَّبُوا إِلَى رِزْقِهِ وَيَسْرَحُوا فِي أَرْضِهِ طَلَبًا لِمَا فِيهِ نَيْلُ الْعَاجِلِ مِنْ دُنْيَاهُمْ وَدَرْكُ الْآجِلِ فِي أُخْرَاهُمْ. Today, it is very relevant to the day that we are celebrating today. 1st May is International Workers' Day or Labor's Day, because of which we, alhamdulillah, see faces which we normally don't see. And that is why it is wonderful that we connect this dua to this occasion as well. Imam says the day is dedicated for work. The day is a blessing by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where every person has to appreciate the opportunity to go towards the rizq. For the same occasion, I would like to mention 5 points over here very quickly, inshallah, to benefit from also this dua and also some of the other insights that we are having in our Qur'an and Hadith. The first thing is that according to our teachings in Qur'an and the teachings coming from Rasulullah and Ahlul Bayt Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam,
the more you practice chair Tai Chi, the better you'll look and feel. Starts Monday.
So referring to the ayah, وَأَن لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى, that the portion that you're getting as a provision in this dunya, it is based on your own efforts. That would mean every human being is a worker. It's not only for the laborers who are working, let's say, in the constructions and all. According to us, every human being who is going to get a halal rizq, putting some efforts to make the ends meet, that person is a worker, that person is a labor. So that is why today, every one of us, from this Islamic perspective, we can celebrate that this is a day for us. You know, at times people would say, especially the ladies would say, today is Labor's Day, I'm not going to cook today. Because on a daily basis, we are doing the work of labor and worker. So at times you can consider that maybe only the people who are doing some specific job, they are the workers. But reality of the matter is, every person is a worker. Not only that every person is a worker, Islam, our religion, likes to see you as a worker. Islam doesn't like a person who doesn't work. Islam doesn't want to see a person who's a lazy person, who's sitting behind. And I'm telling you, if somebody comes and says, there is no opportunity to work, there is no opportunity for any of the jobs, I would say it can't be possible. There always is, one way or the other, there's an opportunity for you to go and work. Find something to put your efforts for. Go and provide your livelihood. There is a way always. It is whether you are accepting it or not. Whether you are accepting that level of work that is being provided to you, or you are saying, no, this is not in my standards. This is not suitable for me. If only you pay attention that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, they want to see you as a person who is putting the juhud, putting the effort, then you will understand that in every situation, you have to be a person who is working, who's having the title of worker. So inshallah, today is basically day for you as a worker. Point number 2, I would like to mention over here, it's a very, very important point, that is that Islam does not see any type of halal work. Islam differentiates between halal and haram work. At times, we might not know, or maybe deliberately we go towards things which are not allowed. But if we are going to watch a halal work, Islam does not differentiate any of the works as this is a small work, this is a big work, this is the dignified, this is the undignified. No, the dignity comes with that halal and haram. If you are earning halal, you are dignified earner. You are dignified worker, you are dignified labor. And that is why you and we should not demean or degrade any sort of work in our life. Any sort of work. No matter what you do, what your friends are doing, if they are earning halal, you should respect them. Maybe the opportunities, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala examines and put trials for people from different ways. Maybe Allah has given you opportunity to go and establish a business. For another person, He has given the opportunity to go and work in an office. For the third one to go and, create a very small business for himself. But that does not mean that a person who's creating a small business is lower or inferior to someone who's having a big business. all of them, if they're earning halal, they are equal in terms of dignity. In one of the riwayat, Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salatu wasalam, he says, Al-kaddu ala ayalihi kal-mujahidi fi sabilillah. A person who's putting efforts to bring bread to the family, he is like a person who is on the battlefield and basically fighting from Allah's side. He's mujahid fi sabilillah. Just imagine a person who goes on the battlefield and fights from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to defend Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, defend the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How important is that person? But a person who brings bread to the family, who's earning halal, is having a similar status. This much important. So Islam doesn't see the work as work. Islam sees the work as a ibadat, as a worship. Out of 10 portions of ibadat, 1 portion is for the practices that we are doing. 9 portions of ibadat are for kasbul halal, for a person who goes and gets the halal bread to the family. That is why Islam, and I don't want to give examples because then people will be, imagining and maybe bringing names and people in their minds. But please do not demean any work, especially youngsters. If you think that your father, your mother, your family are into a business which is very dignified, and let's say you are sitting in a class where you are having another student who's coming from another family, whose father is not maybe doing the same business as yours, who might be doing a small business, who might be struggling. You have to keep in your mind that opportunities that you are getting from your fathers, from your family, is not the one that you have created. The blessings that you are having, especially the youngsters, I'm referring to the youngsters. If you are having a better model of mobile, if you are having a better brand of clothing, it doesn't mean that you have earned it. You have earned it, you are wearing that, you are using that mobile because your father has given it to you. So that is why always be appreciative towards the things that you're having. Never show off that I'm having a better brand of mobile, I'm having a better brand of clothing, I'm having a better situation, I'm sitting in a better car, I'm living in a better house. No. All these things, whenever you are getting to a point where you're earning all these things, then come and show off. Even then, showing off is not a good idea. So it is very important for all of our children and youngsters, I'm saying, when you're sitting in your class, if you are thinking someone, compared to someone, you are a bit better, know that this is a blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to you. Thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the blessing and try not to show off to the person who doesn't have the same blessing from Allah. You are into the trial by having that blessing. That person is into another trial by not having that blessing. Both of you are going to be held accountable. What have you done with your ni'mah and how you were patient when you didn't have that ni'mah? This is very important. Point number 3, I'm having some anecdotes as well from the life of Imams, but looking at the time, I'm just skipping and going towards the next point. Now coming back to the workers, there are people who are basically having many of the people working under them. As a business manager, as a company owner, they must be having many of the people who are working for them. Dignity of workers is something which is a very foundational value of our religion. Dignity of the worker has to be kept no matter what happens. For that reason, if you see our Imam, even Imam al-Rada alayhi salatu wasalam, and I think that the same riwayah has been narrated from other Masumeen alayhi salatu wasalam as well. So in this riwayah, the terms are like this: أعطوا الأجير أجره قبل أن يجف عرقه. Before even their sweat is drying, you have to give them their wages. This is the basically, you do not cause them to come to you and ask for wages. Okay, I have not received this thing and that thing, and they are following up, they are calling you, I've done your work, you haven't paid. Don't do this. The moment they have done the work, it is their right to have their wages before even their araq, their sweat dries. So this is the dignity that Islam is looking towards in terms of the workers and laborers. Number 4, then do not overload them with what they cannot bear. The same ayah, if something is beyond your capacity, beyond the capacity of the worker, you are, let's say, a person who's giving the work to them, try to put yourself over there as well. Try to understand how much work they can do, how much work they can bear. Only give to an extent where they can do the work in that capacity. Even logically thinking about it, if you're giving extra work to the worker, they will not be able to give their 100% to each and every task that you're giving. If you're giving them enough task where they can bear, they can perform in a better manner, only then they will be giving their 100%. And number 5, just to conclude my discussion, collectively as a community, it is our responsibility that whenever there is an opportunity where workers are coming forward, the laborers are coming forward, people are coming with the ideas, as a community we have to support those workers and laborers who are looking for work. Respect laborers, And if somebody wants to become a laborer, wants to become a worker, has an idea, looking for a work, looking for a job, prioritize. Prioritize your brothers, prioritize your sisters, prioritize the ones who are near to you. Do not let them go towards other people who are not near to them and begging for work over there. Yes, I know, I understand that in many times we are giving work to the people who are known to us, and then the work doesn't come good. They are not putting their efforts, they are giving 100% of theirs. When it comes to the other people, other communities, other workers, they are doing better than ours. It might be there, the challenges are there, but try your best to prioritize the ones who are near to you. Just to conclude my discussion, there is one wonderful point from Imam Rida alayhi salatu wasalam. That at one time he was passing by some companions. He saw that a couple of laborers and workers are working for him. He asked the person who basically hired those workers that have you agreed upon a wage with them? So that companion said, no, I haven't. I just called them for the work. Inshallah, after finishing the work, I'll be giving something to them. Imam got upset with this situation. He said, no, when you are inviting someone for work, it is your duty to agree upon a wage with them first. Because he gives even the wisdom behind it. When you are not agreeing to with that person for a wage, even if you are giving to them extra, they still will be expecting more. They will be thinking, maybe my work was better, and the person is giving less. But if you are agreeing to a less, and you are giving a bit more, they will be thankful to you because you gave something which was extra. Try to be this person, the way Imam is giving the guidance to, that first agree with something, and then if you can add something to it, if you can become more generous, then be that generous person as well. May Allah give us tawfiq to act upon these guidelines that are coming from Qur'an, coming from our Rasulullah.